I'm Jenny Bass, pediatrician at Kaiser Permanente. Most parents that I see in the office have questions about starting solid foods for their baby, like when should I start, and which foods are best to start with? What about food allergies, and will nursing or bottle feeding change? So let's talk about it. Somewhere between 4 and 6 months of age, or when your baby is showing signs of being ready, you'll want to start pureed foods. Babies don't need anything other than breast milk or formula up to 4 months of age. Have your baby sit with you while you are eating and look for the following signs of being ready. Your baby holds up her head, she can sit up, she's showing interest in foods, and if you put a spoonful of food in her mouth, she doesn't spit it all out. Any food can be a first food. Cooked vegetables, cereals, and soft fruits are good ones to start with. And meats, cottage cheese, and yogurt are also good. Whatever you choose, most babies do best with a very smooth texture. All babies should be fed from a spoon or from your finger. We don't recommend putting solid food like rice cereal into a bottle. Many families offer breast milk or formula, and then some solid foods, and then more breast milk or formula. Start with just a couple of teaspoons each time. Increase to about a quarter cup of food 2 to 3 times per day during the first couple of months that you are introducing foods. The process is messy, so be ready. Is your baby eagerly moving toward the spoon and opening her mouth? Does she fuss when you take too long between spoonfuls? Then she's hungry. Keep on feeding. Is she turning her head away, spitting food out, or putting her hand over her face? Then your baby is full. Stop feeding and put the food away. Make sure you honor your baby's hunger and fullness so she learns to eat just what she needs. Don't get pushy or you'll spoil the fun for both of you. Introduce new foods one at a time so that if your baby has a reaction, you will have a good idea of what caused it. It's fine to add a new food every 3 to 4 days, and the latest research says it's okay to include peanut butter, fish, and eggs before 12 months of age. If your baby is allergic to a food, you will likely know by the second or third time you feed it to her. Signs of an allergy might be rash, vomiting, diarrhea, bloody stools, or wheezing. If you notice any of these things, hold that food and talk it over with your provider. Jarred baby food from the store can be convenient and easy. Also, you can mash soft foods like bananas, cooked sweet potatoes, and avocado with a fork, or use a blender or food processor to puree foods like oatmeal, cooked pears, and apples. At the beginning, mix in breast milk or formula to make it thin and easy to swallow. Babies and toddlers may take 20 or more times trying a new food before they start to accept it. So don't assume if your baby pushes a food away that she will never like it. Sometimes mixing a favorite or familiar food with a new food will make it easier. Babies who experience a wide variety of tastes and textures early in life will continue to eat and enjoy a wider variety of foods as they get older. It's important to remember that introducing solid foods at this point is not about getting lots of food into your baby. It's about helping her learn to love different foods and different textures. Breast milk or formula is still the main source of nutrition until 8 or 9 months of age. Continue to feed on demand and expect at least 4 to 6 breast or bottle feedings per day. Most babies will go 3 to 4 hours between feedings, and many will sleep through the night. Don't switch to whole cow's milk until after the first birthday. So let's summarize. Start solid foods when your baby can sit up on her own independently and is showing interest, or around 4 to 6 months of age. Any food can be first. The right texture is most important. Add a new food every 3 to 4 days to watch for any signs of allergy. Continue breast or bottle feeding on demand, or at least 4 to 6 times per day up until 12 months of age. Keep trying foods that your baby doesn't like. Okay, that should get you started. Thanks for joining us today, and have fun feeding.
A dream feed is a feed that you offer your baby while they are asleep. Why? Stay tuned and I'll explain how this can be effective and why it can aid you with sleep training. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any more of my videos. So, when your baby wakes and cries, it seems natural to respond with milk, especially in the early weeks. Of course, you must feed a hungry baby, but beyond 4 or 5 months, this expectation for milk at every minor waking can lead to an unnecessary reliance on milk to induce sleep. Dream feeding is a great option if you are down to just that one feed per night and you're not sure whether or not your baby still needs that top up. The way it works is that you feed your baby that last feed before bedtime, assist them off to sleep afterwards, and then you visit your baby with a dream feed probably around 10 or 11 p.m. This time is ideal because it's likely around 4 hours since the last feed, and it's a good time before many parents will want to settle for a longer stretch of sleep too. You give them milk and your baby may wake up, feed asleep, wake then doze back off while feeding. It really doesn't matter. The point is, your baby has the milk but did not wake up, cry out, and have the milk come as a response to the cry out. So why is this helpful when sleep training? When you're sleep training, you need to be consistent with how you respond. So if you are down to the one feed, and you can do this as a dream feed, this allows for the absolute consistency that every response to any actual wakings can be the same every time. You've taken care of the potential hunger with the dream feed, and your baby can trust and rely upon a reassuring response from you any time he or she wakes. Do you have any questions about dream feeding? If so, please pop them in the comments below and we will do our best to answer them. Also, please share this video with a friend who might find it helpful to understand dream feeding. People often ask if you can do more than one dream feed in a night, and you could, but that would mean setting an alarm to wake yourself to go and deliver that feed. It's not ideal, and dream feeding works best when you are down to just the one feed at night. Another common question is, how do I stop dream feeding? The answer to that one is you just stop. My suggestion though is that when you've experienced a run of consecutive nights where your little one has slept well and resettled in the night without any milk beyond the dream feed, when you then try a night without any dream feed, you will either find it all goes smoothly and any wakings are easily resettled without milk, or you'll find a very different type of waking occurs perhaps around 3 a.m. and your little one persists hard when he or she would usually have resettled. So this might be a sign of true hunger, and it will tell you that the dream feed was serving a purpose and it is better to keep going with that for a little bit longer. So there we have it. That is what a dream feed is, how you can use it, and why it can be supportive while sleep training a baby who is down to a questionable one feed at night. If you found this video helpful, you'll find more helpful tips in our free sleep guide. Check for the download link or drop us a message for your copy today. Thanks so much for watching. If you've liked anything about this episode, then please leave a comment below and hit subscribe for more episodes like this. If any of your friends would benefit from seeing this video, then please do share it with them using #TheSleepNanny. And we look forward to seeing you again real soon.